So here I go back again. I just went through the whole major arcana with the tarot cards, and now I guess I'm gonna go through them with the wildwood cards though. They're not even the regular cards. So I'm gonna go through the minor arcana. And the first thing that I must point out is that, like, instead of wands, we have bows. Instead of cups, we have vessels. Instead of swords, we have arrows. And instead of pentacles, we have stones. Ow. Another thing I want to throw out there is that the bows, they do take the place of the wands. This is the air energy. So whatever signs go with air, that's one thing. Like I said, I'm a complete amateur at this. So I don't even know what signs go with what, for real. Like, I couldn't just break them down to you. And I know that, trust me, I'll get it together. I didn't know any of this. Any of this stuff that I've been breaking down in this video, I didn't know any of this, you know, so. Vessels, cups, water, you know, so like Aquarius, you know, so water energy. Let me see if I can think of an example for air. I don't know what air energy is. I can Google it, but you guys got my phone. Arrows take the place of the sword, which is fire, which would be Sagittarius, I think, like Leo, you know, something like that. And I know this one. Oh, one thing I like to add too is that I'm kind of at a toss up with the element being fire. To me, it really should just be light. It's just, to me, I guess, though, light. But this one right here is mine, Earth, Capricorn. Capricorn is Earth. So the stones are Earth. If you took out the court cards, all the page, you can play regular cards with the minor arcana. You would have, like, the page of bows. You take out the page, you will have the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. 6, 7, 8, 9. Excuse me. Shit. 10, 9, 10. Jack, Queen, King. And you could actually play like regular cards with it. Let the incense choke me out. I was out here to like the whole incense, like one of them big ass incense. Okay, so starting off with the page with the bows, we have the page of bows. It's a stoat, the animal that's up there. And I don't see any bows in the picture. All the stuff the bows are made out of is wood, like a mug all up through there. I don't see any of whatever is supposed to be in any of the pictures for the pages. Page is kind of looking at you like in wonder or something. I don't know what to say about the page right now. Page of bows. Ace of bows. You got well, that bow's not being shot anywhere, is it? That arrow is not being shot anywhere. It's just kind of just sticking up out that log. And this big burst of light and flame. What's it say at the bottom? It says spark of life. 1 is the number of the beginning of something. One is the only number that can go into any other number. That can go into anything. Anything divisible by 1. Nothing comes without 1 first. It's always 1 of something first before there's a second of it. So, this is definitely spark of life, no beginning. Okay, 2, decision. Look at this fiery guy right here. Look like he's almost judging something. It's almost like Moses on that mountain deciding which way to go. Since it says decision, that's what I'm going to run with. But he's lighting up the sky. You know, he's like the top of the mountain. He's all in the clouds. He's strong. He's fierce. These 2 bows. Duality. 2 is the number of duality. Split, man and woman. Good and bad. Up and down. 2 is also a recognition of 1 being the beginning of something. From 2, tens of thousands can come. Three of bows. 2 of the bows sticking up out the ground, and he got 1 in his hand. It says it's about fulfillment. It's got those 2 dragons. What were the dragons about? Balance. Balance, fulfillment. It's 2 different paths that come together. See that? Look back on this. There's no path on here. It's just standing at the top. Let's go 2s in here for it to be 3 of bows. It's got his right hand up. Got the cards on my hand, so I can't do it exactly how he had it. That means something. I'm sure. It's a shade of mystery. It's like, it's not hiding who he is, but something there is hidden. And that tree behind him, standing in front of the tree of life. I'm just gonna say it's a tree of life. It's fulfilled. Four bros. Celebration. Try to speed up a little bit, but that's exactly what it says, you know. 1, 2, 3. 5 women there, but there's only 4 bows. But even the one that's left out is still included in. They're all happy and content, dancing, celebrating. And it's fire. I think that's a fire. Looks like a fire. It's around some kind of campfire. Big, huge campfire at night. They're dancing around it. And they got food and drinks. Celebration. Flower balls. This guy got a arrow of his own. Tripping. 4 bows on the ground and 1 bow is in his makeshift figure's hand. He's got this club. It's not even an arrow that he's holding on. It's this club. It's man, though. It's clearly man. From the beginning to some other sort of time. His nakedness and I don't know, man. He's clearly horny as hell. Something. He has a frown on his face, though. Title on it says empowerment.
Hiding.
What's going on, G-Rock? You don't stop. Say what's going on, G-Rock? You don't stop. It's G-Rock, y'all. G-Rock, G-Wiz, G-Man, Gerald.
Gerald Barrel.
Gerald Barrel.
Gerald Terrell. Like a T-Rex.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to what I'm on. Oh, I guess I should have been going through, where did I stop at? 3. 3 is the number of the Trinity. You know, 3 is the number of a spiritual number. 4 is the number of the earth, you know, the elements, 4 elements, 4 seasons. It's just the number of earth. 5 is the number of man and the number of the hand. You got 5 digits. 5 is the number of man because I know in some cases you've heard 666 is the number of man and all that because of the atoms and all that. Blah, 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 blah. But 5 is also the number of man because you have the head and the 4 limbs. So it's the number of man. Without that, I guess you're less than, huh? And the 5 is an unstable number, just like man. The 5th, the head, has a hard time staying stable without the other 4 to keep it together. 6. What is 6? Oh, man. That just ate my... What is 6? Oh my goodness, come to me. It just completely just shot by me. The number of good fortune and success, of perfect balance. The number of the cube, which faces in all directions, and even when Topo retains its shape. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't don't know. I can't think of what the number 6 is. It'll come to me some point eventually. But I know it's the number of Solomon. It's got something to do with Solomon. And I don't know, 6 or something. Six of Bows is about having things, though. It's about abundance. You know, abundance is more than a little. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 of the wands is laying around the ground, pointing to the fire. And at the end of the wands, nature and this abundance of food that they got, pears and mushrooms. You will see what they is, or what they appear to be. I don't know what this is at the top. I don't know what that's just. Shh. I don't know what that is. There. It's unknown. Whatever it is, it's unknown. So when the bow is about clearance, I don't know. It's got that tomahawk down there, so maybe it's about cutting things out. The bow that's on the ground ain't even complete. It's got the string hanging out. Keep that fire in the background. That's not even from a fire sign. This is all about wind. About air. Yeah. Smoke is going in the air though. A lot of clouds. No sunshine. A lot of clouds. No dark clouds, but maybe. Eight of Bows. Heart fire. I don't know, but they look like they're in good fortune around this fire. You know, they look really close to it. You know, so friends, bonding, family. Stop, yo. Still got something going on in the air. So it's a bonfire, hearth fire. Hearth fire, hearth fire. I don't know. 9 of Bows. Look at this dude. Says respect. You most definitely gonna respect him if you coming into his. He ain't playing. This dude got the little bone piercings and all that. He got antlers coming out of his head. He got one arrow cocked. Well, he got it in place, but it ain't cocked and ready. It's ready, but it ain't cocked. He's like guarding the entrance to something. That's like that area is his home or something. He's got the bows. He's got the other 8 bows put up like a teepee. That's his crib, his doorway. You coming up through there, you gonna show some respect. Just automatically it's something that you gotta go through to gain passage. Back to me forgetting shit again. 7 is the number, is a holy divinity number. Like 3 times 7 is 21, and 21 is a holy number, is a divine number or whatever. 8 is the number of realization, infinity. A 0 perfectly on top of another 0, you know, with no beginning and no end. Now, back to this guy, respect. Number 9 is It's another divine number. It's like indestructibility or something like that. 3 times 3 equal 9. 3 of the divine numbers. 3 times the divine number 3 is 9. And so that's supposed to be like indestructibility or something like that. Ten of bows. 10 is completion. Excuse me. So he's taking the bows back to the village or whatever. Appears. Could be climbing down, but I don't think so. He's going up. And he's nearing the end of his path with these bows. The bottom it says responsibility. Once again, you get that stream of smoke or whatever going up to the clouds. Just air energy. Now we got the Knight of Bows. My girl love this card because it's the fox. She wants a fox. We almost hit a fox the other day, and she's wanted one ever since.
You gotta put it like that.
She's like, oh, what was that? I was like, I don't know, baby. I think a fox. I want one.
Okay, that was verbatim.
And that's the animal. I guess, maybe if they come up, that's got something to do with being a spirit animal or something on here. I don't know how it's gonna work. But this fox looks cunning. He looks cunning. His eyes are just, you can't even see his eyes, it's his expression. I mean, because they're not closed. His eyes aren't closed. But his whole expression is just, I don't know, it just says, like, if I just seen them looking at me, I'd be like, this motherfucker up to something, But what is he up to? Is he happy to show you something? Or is he happy for something? He ain't happy just to know you. What could he be? I don't know, man. We know them type of things. Not where we come from. He's happy, though. Queen of Bows is the hair. The hair is looking weary and shit. Like, I don't know. A rabbit ain't really fucking with you like that. The hair, they ain't really fucking with you like that. You know what I mean? And, you're not just gonna run up on a rabbit like that. A hare. And if you know anything about hares, the difference between hares and rabbits, other than the obvious physical features, is that hares run in packs. And this is the queen of bows. So this is Mama Hare. And she probably ain't for no games, because if you run into a pack of hares, they're gonna get you for what you got. You're gonna have a lot of bite marks in you if you survive. You probably gonna be asked out some way, somehow. This figure in the back almost look like some kind of tower. I wonder if that's her tower, her crib. There's obviously some path to get there, but it's not there. She's not gonna show you. She's not gonna show you the path to get there. She's protecting it. She's protecting her home. She's looking at you like, what do you want? What's your intentions? This card got a bend on it already. King of Bows. They say adder. Whatever an adder is, sure look like it got a whole hell of a lot to do with some snakes. That's the king of bows. I'm almost confused. If it wasn't for the stream of smoke, I guess I was almost confused as to which way was up and which way was down. If it wasn't for the position of the lettering on the card and the smoke, which way is up and which way is down on here, man? I guess just looking at it, yeah, I mean, you can tell, I guess. So these snakes is in some kind of little cesspit. They're definitely guarding something. What are they guarding? You're not getting through that path. I don't know if I want to go that way. You better have a snake charmer. Snake charmer to a snake charmer, that ain't shit. He going through that shit. He's like, whatever, dude. That's a peaceful path to me. Some more vessels. These are cups. The page of vessels is the otter. It's kind of got his back to you, but at the same time, he's watching you. He's standing on this cliff, on the edge of this cliff. It's almost like he's standing on this edge because you're right there. And he's deciding whether if you get any closer, he's going to go ahead and jump in this water and swim off. It's kind of what it looks like. Like, I really don't trust you like that. So water energy. Page of vessels. Ace of vessels. Made me think of something nasty. But you see that big cut right there at the top? That's the vessel. And this water pouring over. It doesn't look like it's raining or anything, but there's still water pouring over. It's got these other rocks holding it up. 1, 2, 3. I want to say 4 of them. And what the hell this thing is floating in the water. You got peace and tranquility going on in this. It's the waters of life. They're getting their fills. Or the waters of life. They're enjoying it. We know that one is the beginning of something. Two of vessels. This shit look damn demonic. Two of vessels of the two of cups. So you got two animal-headed people. One a moose. One is a horse. That's man and nature and animals coming in as together, and they're joining hands together, and the other hands is reaching down and filling these cups with water. And it's a burning heart in between them. So that's just like love for nature. What does it say? Attraction. This is attraction. That's just that's dope how I went through all that without even reading what it said at the bottom. But that's just love, y'all. It's just love for everything. You know, you got your nature back there. You got your animals in the human form. And they're both filling the cups. I don't know if they're filling each other cups or what. But there's definitely a lot of love there going on there. It falls under attraction. Keep this going on. So we have 3 of these birds, cranes, storks, whatever the hell they is, and they don't know if they're dancing together. I guess they are. I couldn't help but to read it. It was said at the bottom. It says joy. The other one was 2. We know the number is duality. Put that in there. Duality. Multiplication, multiplicity. 2 things coming together and creating more. Attraction. 3 is the divine number. They're happy. They're happy with their cups. They just got done drinking or something. They balling out, they dancing and shit and enjoying life. Three is the divine number. Back to 4, the number of Earth. She's bored. I was gonna say sad, but yeah, I guess she's not really sad, is she? She's sitting there and she's just like lost in thought. I don't know if she's dressed up with nowhere to go or what, because she ain't got nothing on her feet. She got some long ass toes and shit. I don't look like she's trying to do nothing. She's trying to get up out of that though. You know, 4 is the number of Earth. Square. Balance. She need to work on that. She has water overflowing. She has water overflowing in her buckets. Maybe she should be happy with that. It's like enough ain't enough for her. 5 of vessels, the number of man. Pentacle. To get their cups in the shape of a pentacle. Down here it says ecstasy. Yeah, she's definitely enjoying herself right now. This is not like no sexual ecstasy or nothing like that. She's with this pinnacle, her dancing in the middle of this pinnacle. This is like religious. This is spiritual. She's full of energy. She's lost. She's almost in a trance state, and she's enjoying her God, dare to say. I'm gonna get to know some of these things, because I know the way she has that bow, whatever tied around, whatever that is, that means something, and whatever that is that's tied around means something. She's got like this little voodoo shake stick. She's kind of buff too. She's in shape. Mind you, we are on water energy, so. Six. It's a stable number. 6 of vessels. 6 of cups. 2 otters or whatever they is, just chilling on this rock, just kind of just enjoying the view. On here it says reunion is the title. Oh, there's a caption on here. They're just chilling. They're just chilling. enjoying the view with 6 cups just floating up this little river, floating up this little path, and they're not going up the path or nothing. The cups are going up the path, but they're not going up the path, and they're just chilling. They know where they are with it. And they're enjoying each other's company. Get all these trees reaching up to the heaven. Yeah. I wouldn't say that's a bad card at all. When you get used to that old hot feel and all that stuff, then maybe couldn't help but to read this, but you can tell what it is anyway. Morning. 7 of vessels. 7, once again, is the 4 and the 3. The 4 on earth and the 3 in heaven. The 4 representing the earth. The number 4 is earth. 3 is the divine number. Got the skull with these markings on there. Like, reminds me of that, the Latin thing. I can't, Day of the Dead, whatever. Dia de Muerte, whatever, however it go. I don't know what it is. Let me get the front. So, one thing that stand out to me on this is that now all those vessels are the same. You know, all those having sacrificed to the dead, whoever this is dead, the same way. You know, 5 of them, number of man, 5 of them gave a basic amount. 1 gave something fancy, and 1 gave up a large sacrifice, large dish. I don't know what that means, but it stands out to me. This dude's front tooth is gone, but he still seems to be smiling. Well, this is dope, because we're going to go back to the divine number and the number of earth. You got the 3 pouring into the 1 big one, and it's feeding the 4 little ones. So it's like the heaven pouring all the water into 1, and the 1 feeding the earth. Rebirth is the name of the picture. So I guess that would hit me, you know, if you was looking at that and, like, I don't know, the way of Jesus. So the heavens pour the water into the 1, and the 1 fills the cups on earth. Rebirth. It come to me. That was 8. Y'all. Realization. Infinity. 0 balance on top of another 0. Perfectly. No beginning, no end. Nine of vessels. Indestructibility. So we got this dude, he's meditating. He's in deep meditation. He's got the vessels around him. He's got 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, 3, well, 2, 1 on each side and 1 in his lap. Generosity is what it says here. What is generosity? It's a black man, yeah. He ain't white. His hands is out. Shit, now he got the biggest cup. I don't know if these streams are going inside the cups or coming out of the cups, but they definitely are in some sort of relation to the cups. I think they're coming from him and going inside the cups. Or the other way around. He's keeping those cups full. And he's at peace with it. He's indestructible. He's part of that indestructible number, that 9. And then back to the number of completion again, 10. Happiness is what it says at the bottom. Yeah, because when it comes to the water keeping those cups full, there's absolutely no problem there. It's easy. Those cups are being filled up in abundance. Can't be in abundance because you can only carry what's in the cup. You know, it's not like you can carry a cup of water and scoop a little bit more with your hand and say that you got an abundance of it. No, you can only carry what's in your cup. So there's a level of contentness there. You know, your cup is full, and you can be content with that because it was easy to fill it up. You had no problem filling it up. What you came to do, you're done with it. It's number 10. 10 of vessels is complete. The Knight of Vessels is the eel. I don't know much about eels, but he's going nice and smooth down his path down that creek. Is he going with the flow or going against the flow? Shit, is he creating the flow? Kinda, is he looking at you? I don't know, there's a sword card to this rock though. The sword tells truth and justice. Order. It's the Knight of Vessels. I remember that. Queen of Vessels is the salmon. Salmon jump their ass about that water on you. But what are they doing in this stream? Not sure what to think about this queen. I'll show y'all the last one. Salmon. Fish swim. This one can jump out the water. It really can. Very high too. You can tell it's almost beautiful when it does it, even in person in real life. It's almost a beautiful thing to be able to sit back and watch and see. You see this stream. It's full. It's a nice little stream falling down this mountain of water. It's an abundance of water falling down this mountain. The salmon being in the water, you got all that you need, and that's the salmon's home. Is she protecting it? I don't know. She might be saying, come on in, there's plenty for everybody. Her being a salmon, she need protection. That's for damn sure from a nigga like me. From my girl, because my girl was fucking salmon up at the buffet yesterday.
Honestly, that card sounds like me. Hard as hell.
And then you got the king of vessels. This bird on here is called a heron. Looks like another stork to me. Anyway, What's going on with these shadows on this tree in the background, man? But this is the king guy right here, and his crown, I guess, is all laid back and shit. And, he's walking easy. He ain't even. He don't look like he trust you. He walking easy. He's definitely in his lands, in his home. Is he protecting it? I don't know. But he's definitely got a watchful eye on you. Like, who the fuck, what the fuck, when the fuck, why the fuck? It's 45 minutes into this. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one. I'm gonna go through the other two.